Okay, a common question that I'm getting so often in my coaching program or in my DMs or just on YouTube in general is, how do I engage the lower abs correctly? This is such a tough spot for many of us women to target. And the best way to always lose weight from this area is to make sure that we are, of course, in a calorie deficit, we're eating a nice, healthy, balanced diet, and we are focusing on cardio-like movements or even walking to help drop the extra fat that we do have, alongside always doing ab exercises to help stop, to help tone and tighten the muscles and make them feel strong. But one of the most common mistakes that I always see is women not engaging their lower abs correctly enough. And it's a really common thing that we can do even before or after pregnancy, and especially after pregnancy. It's really important that we make sure we can engage the lower abs. So today I'm going to show you a really easy and simple trick to make sure that you are engaging those lower abs and always making sure that you're using this form to get the most out of your workouts. Okay, so with lower abs, it's always good to visualize what you're trying to do when you are doing ab exercises. So the best way that I always make sure that I'm connected with my lower core is to always make sure that I'm engaging with my pelvic floor. And if you guys don't know how to engage your pelvic floor, it's kind of like imagining that you're trying to pull up from the lower half of your body. So you're like squeezing in and you're lifting up. Imagine that there's a rope that you're trying to pull up towards your body. And you'll notice that as soon as I do that, my core always engages because it's connecting with the transversus abdominis, the deeper core within our body. Now, when we are also doing that, one of the visualizations that I always have when I started getting into this, and especially after I had my baby, was to imagine that there was a piece of string on each side of my hips that was trying to connect with one another while I was pulling up. So as you always try and inhale, you want your stomach to come out. It's always what we do is the breath work. So you want to inhale, and as you exhale, you want to pull up, and you want to imagine that you're really trying to tighten those ropes together across your hip bones, pulling up from inside, and you'll notice that your core will automatically suck in, pulling that navel to the spine and connecting with that core. So the first thing that I always suggest doing is just sitting here by yourself in any position that feels comfortable and just trying that breathing technique. Or we're gonna go onto the floor and I'm gonna show you how to make sure that you're doing it correctly when you are on the floor to go into ab exercises. Okay, so always make sure that you come down nice and safely when you do go onto the back. So with your hips as well, you always want to make sure that you're not arching your back, you're not putting it flat in, so that way your hips are up in the air. You want to make sure that you've got your hips and pelvis in a very nice neutral position. Now, the way that I always do this is I always hold my hips and I rock them back and forth until I get into a nice middle ground, and it's in a nice place where, again, my ribs aren't flaring, my hips aren't pointing up, I'm not doing this or this, it's neutral. So what you're gonna do is feet on the floor. You can put your hands on your stomach as well to always help with that visualization. And like I said, so you wanna inhale, exhale the belly, and then as you exhale, pull in the pelvic floor up, and imagine you've got those two pieces of rope trying to connect. Now what you should now feel straight away is that lower abs there, and you should feel your core everywhere tighten up. Then what you're gonna do is just go into some very simple exercises here to make sure you're engaging. So my muscle connection, think about the lower abs. Let's just bring one leg up at a time. Now, can you feel the difference already with your abs? You should be able to, because you're holding the contraction while you're breathing, while you're talking. You're holding, you know what it feels like. That pelvic floor is connected, the deep transverse abdominis are connected. Like I said, if you want to hold your belly and make sure, like, again, you're wearing a corset, you're wrapping it around, wrapping those ropes around your stomach, navel sucked into the spine, you can feel the difference. Now, I want you to relax, completely let go of all that contraction, and now just lift those legs up. Can you feel the difference? You should be able to. So that's gonna be your tip, guys, to make sure that you are connected with the lower core. And again, you can use this in all different workouts. When you're doing just traditional crunches, again, coming into like a bicycle position, coming into regular sit-ups, or even coming in to reverse crunches. So I hope that tips help. You can use it in so many different workouts, and I always advise that you do use this when you are going into even exercises like squats, lunges, arms, deadlifts, because engaging with your core is going to help to prevent injury as well as any pressure and additional stress on the lower back. It's something that I was taught, especially after pregnancy, is to always make sure that you're engaging with that deep core connection to keep anything at bay. So I hope this video helped. If it did, don't forget to give me a big like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment below. Did you feel the difference when you engaged your lower core in that exercise? Let me know in the comment section below. And guys, if you enjoyed this type of information video, let me know so I can do more. And if you want to know my 4-step method that's going to help you guys get into the best shape of your life, show you how to remain consistent and build up that confidence in your body and your mind, then check out my free workshop that I have just below this video today for you.